Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss some more objective bits in this part. So in previous parts we are completed the exercise level 1 and today onwards we will discuss the objectives from level 2. Question number 1. The correct surgical procedure of removing uterus is called. Options: 1. Ovurectomy, 2. Hysterectomy, 3. Vasectomy, 4. Castration. So let's know the definitions of these terms first. Ovurectomy, the surgical removal of one or both ovaries is called ovurectomy. Hysterectomy, the surgical removal of uterus is called hysterectomy. Vasectomy, sterilization method in females for birth control. Castration, surgical removal of testicles are called as castration. So as per question, the surgical procedure of removing uterus is called hysterectomy. So option 2 is correct. Question number 2. Read the following statements carefully and select the appropriate option given below. Statement A. 45 to 50 million medical termination of pregnancies are performed in a year all over the world, which accounts to one-fifth of the total number of conceived pregnancies in a year. Statement B. Hepatitis B, genital herpes, and HIV infections are not curable. Statement C. Contraceptives are not regular requirements for reproductive health. Statement D. Transfer of an ovum collected from a donor into the fallopian tube is called ZIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer. Statement E. Saheli, the new oral contraceptive for the females, contains a steroidal preparation. So let's see the options. 1. All statements are correct except statement A and B. Option 2. All are correct except statement B and C. All are correct except statement C and E. Option 4. All statements are correct except statement D and E. So let's see statements once again. 45 to 50 million of medical termination of pregnancies are performed in a year all over the world, which accounts to one-fifth of total number of conceived pregnancies in a year. It is a correct statement. Hepatitis B, genital herpes, and HIV infection, that is AIDS, are not curable. It is also a correct. Contraceptives are not regular requirements for reproductive health. It is also a correct statement. Transfer of an ovum collected from a donor into the fallopian tube is called GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer, not zygote intrafallopian transfer. Statement E. Saheli, the new oral contraceptive for the females, contains non-steroidal preparations, not steroidal preparations. So D and E statements are wrong. Remaining three A, B, C statements are correct. So as per this information, the correct answer is option 4. All statements A, B, C are correct except D and E is correct. Question number 3. Sterilization procedure in females is called option 1 hysterectomy, 2 tubectomy, 3 vasectomy, 4 agglutination. Let's know the definition of these terms. Hysterectomy, surgical removal of uterus, is called hysterectomy. Tubectomy is the sterilization method in females. Vasectomy is the sterilization method in males. Agglutination, breaking of acrosome membrane during fertilization, is called agglutination. So now, as per question, sterilization procedure in females is called tubectomy. So removal or tying of fallopian tubes. Question number 4. Intensely lactating mothers do not generally conceive due to the options. 1. Suppression of LH and FSH. 2. Hypersecretion of LH and FSH. 3. Suppression of gametic transport. 4. Suppression of fertilization. So let's discuss about this. Presence of prolactin hormone in the blood of lactating mothers. So lactating mothers means those who are giving milk to their child. Lactating mothers suppress the release of gonadotrophins. Gonadotrophins are the hormones released by pituitary gland, that is FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, and LH, luteinizing hormone. So prolactin suppresses the release of gonadotrophin FSH and LH. Gonadotrophins are required for ovulation. In the absence of gonadotrophin, ovum is not released and hence chances of fertilization are nil up to 6 months following parturition. So after giving birth, the lactating females producing the prolactin. So that prolactin suppress the release of gonadotrophins, that is LH and FH. That LH and FSH required for the release of ovum. So as long, that means in the absence of this gonadotrophin, ovum is not released, hence chances of fertilization nil up to 6 months. So this method we are discussed on the natural methods. So therefore, intensely lactating mothers do not generally conceive due to suppression of gonadotrophin LSH and FSH hormone suppression. Due to that, they are not conceive. That means they are not get pregnancy. So the correct option is suppression of LSH, LH, luteinizing hormone, and FSH. Option 1 is correct. Question number 5. Aging of skin results in options. 1. Thickening of skin. 2. Increase in toe. nail growth. 3. Increase in collagen and elastin fibers. 4. Decrease in activity of sebaceous glands. So let's see. Aging of skin results in the following changes. So skin become rough when a person become aged. The loss of elastic tissue in the skin with age. When person become aged, the elastic tissue, that is elastin and collagen proteins in the tissue, become loose or decreases. The skin becomes transparent by thinning of epidermis, and skin becomes more fragile. So these are the results when person become aged in the skin. So now once check the options. Thickening of skin, no. Thinning of skin, epidermis. Skin become thin in aged persons. Increase in growth, toe nail growth is increases, no, it decreases. Increase in collagen and elastin fibers. But here the loss of elastin, that means decrease in collagen and elastin fibers. 4. Decrease in activity of sebaceous glands. So that is the correct in the decreasing in the activity of sebaceous glands. So here increase in collagen, decrease in nail growth, thinning of a skin. So once the skin epidermis become transparent and thinning, the sebaceous gland activity will decreases. So option 4 is the correct for this question. Question number 6. According to which theory is the given statement correct? Statement: B and T cells, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes are the type of lymphocytes having receptors for self antigens undergo programmed cell death. This statement is belongs to which of the given theories? That is option 1, somatic mutation theory. 2, programmed senescence theory. 3, wear and tear theory. 4, immunological theory. So let's know what these theories are saying. So somatic mutation theory, it refers the accumulation of mutation in the genetic material of somatic cells as a function of time results in a decrease in cellular function. Programmed senescence theory, it refers to the idea that senescence in humans and other organisms is purposely caused by evolved biological mechanisms in order to obtain an evolutionary advantage. So as per the statement, the programmed senescence theory is the correct answer. Option 2 is correct. Now let's come to the remaining two theories. Wear and tear theory. It refers that the effect of aging are caused by progressive damage to cells and body systems over time. Immunological theory, it refers the process of human aging is in fact a mild and a generalized form of the prolonged autoimmune phenomena. So now in this question, question number 6, the correct answer is option 2, is the answer 2 is correct option. Question number 7. It is not related to replacement of degenerated red blood cells by new ones. Options: 1. Growth through undifferentiated cells. 2. Growth through reserved cells. 3. Multiplication growth. 4. Accretionary growth. So now let's see the answer for this question. Replacement of degenerated red blood cells by new ones takes place by growth through undifferentiated cells, or growth through reserve cells, or accretionary growth. Accretionary growth means growth from the post embryonic stage or adult stage. The growth after post embryonic stage or adult stage is called as accretionary growth, but not multiplication growth. That means the replacement of degenerated red blood cells done in bone marrow, that is undifferentiated cells develops into red blood cells, or the degenerated red blood cells are replaced by the reserved cells present in the body, or the degenerated red blood cells are formed the post embryonic stage. So option 1, 2 and 4 are related to replacement of the degenerated red blood cells. The option 3 is not related to that, the replacement of degenerated red blood cells. So the correct option for this question is 3. Question number 8. Branch of biology dealing with aging is options: 1. Calology. 2. Dermatology. 3. Gerontology. 4. Psychobiology. Let's know the definitions of these terms. Calology, the branch of biology dealing with facial beauty. Dermatology, branch of biology dealing with the skin. Gerontology, the branch of biology dealing with aging. Psychobiology, branch of biology dealing with basis of behavior and mental phenomena. So the correct answer of this question, branch of biology dealing with aging, is called gerontology. Option 3 is correct. Question number 9. The primary aim of the ART program is options: 1. To check the indiscriminate and illegal female feticide in India. 2. To prevent the people from being contracted with STDs. 3. The couples could be assisted to have children. 4. To control the population explosion. So let's see the options once again. To check the indiscriminate and illegal female feticide in India. So that is they are banned a test that is illegal, that is amniocentesis. The first option is related to the amniocentesis. It is a test to find the sex of the fetus. So that is the test, keeping ban on the test to check the indiscriminate and illegal female feticide, killing the female fetus in India. And come to the second option, to prevent the people from being contracted with STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. That means using condoms, barrier methods are the best for being contracted. That means prevent the. So educating reproductive health, education or awareness about these reproductive diseases. It is also not comes under ART program. And the couple could be assisted to have children. So when the couple are infertile, not having a child, even in 2 years of unprotected sex, infertility, if couple are infertile, in such couple, this ART is assisted to having child. And fourth option, to control the population explosion. So they are using birth control methods, that is contraceptive methods like natural methods, barrier, IUDs, oral contraceptives, implants, sterilization methods, as well as MTP, medical termination of pregnancy, or comes under to control the population explosion. So as per this information, so ART, assisted reproductive technologies, the aim of this ART is the couples could be assisted to have children. So that's why the main aim of ART having children. The couple who are infertile. So the correct option is 3. Question number 10. Which of the following can be used as emergency contraceptive? Options: 1. Diaphragms, 2. Cervical caps, 3. Valves, 4. Intrauterine devices. So in these four options, diaphragms, cervical caps and valves are the barrier methods. They are not considered as the emergency contraceptives. So emergency contraceptives are two methods. One is by using emergency contraceptive pills, and another one by using intrauterine devices. These two are acts as a emergency contraceptives. So now IUDs, intrauterine devices, can be used for emergency contraceptives. So they prevent pregnancy if inserted within 120 hours or 5 days after unprotected intercourse. It prevents implantation. So hence the correct answer is option 4. IUDs are the emergency contraceptive. Otherwise, another method of emergency contraceptive is emergency contraceptive pills. That is another one. Morning after pills we will call as that. Emergency contraceptive pills are used or taken within 72 hours or within 3 days after unprotected intercourse. Question number 11. Match the following. Column 1 and column 2 we need to match it. So now column 1, A. Progestasate, B. Lips loop, C. Coitus interrupts, D. Copper 7, Cu7. Second column, 1. Suppresses sperm motility, 2. Natural method of contraception, 3. Intrauterine device, 4. Make cervix hostile to sperm. So we need to match this, and by seeing coloration we can easily find the correct matching. So progestasate is a hormonal releasing IUD. It makes the cervix hostile to sperm. That is A is 4. And B, lips loop. It is a non-medicated IUD. So it intrauterine devices, that is a lips loop, non-medicated intrauterine device. C. Coitus interrupts. So it is a natural method of contraception. That is C is 2, B is 3, C is 2, and CU7. So CU7 is an example of copper releasing intrauterine devices. So the copper released in intrauterine devices is helpful to suppress the sperm motility. So D is 1. So A is 4, B is 3, C is 2, D is 1. The correct answer is option 2. Question number 12. Copper ions of IUDs. Options: 1. Prevent ovulation. 2. Increases phagocytosis of sperms. 3. Suppress sperm motility. 4. Make uterus unsuitable for implantation. So among these, which one done by copper ions in the intrauterine devices? Already we know that intrauterine devices are three types: non-medicated, copper releasing, and hormone releasing IUDs. So which function will do by these copper ions of copper releasing IUD? Let's see. Prevent ovulation. It is done by oral contraceptive pills. That is the function of oral contraceptive pills. Increases phagocytosis of sperms. It is the characteristic of non-medicated IUD, that is lips loop function, that is. Suppress sperm motility. So that is done by the copper ions released by the copper IUD. That means copper releasing IUD helpful to suppress the sperm motility. Make uterus unsuitable for implantation. So that is done by the hormone releasing IUD. So as per this information, the correct option is copper ions of intrauterine devices suppresses the sperm motility. So that is third option is correct. Question number 13. Which of the following cannot be considered as assisted reproductive technology? Options: 1. In vitro fertilization. 2. Medical termination of pregnancy. 3. Gamete intrafallopian transfer. 4. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. So among these options, which one is not considered as a assisted reproductive technology, that is ART? So let's see. In vitro fertilization, IVF, it is also called as test tube baby. It is a method of assisted reproductive technology. Medical termination of pregnancy, it is a birth control method. Birth control method. Assisted reproductive technologies are used to have a child. The couple, those who are infertile, in that couple, this assisted reproductive technology is helpful to having a child. So medical termination of pregnancy is a control method of birth, prevent or a voluntary prevention of pregnancy. So gamete intrafallopian transfer. So it is also assisted reproductive technology. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. It is also a assisted reproductive technology. So the correct Answer is option 2. Medical termination of pregnancy is not considered as ART, assisted reproductive technology. Question number 14. Stillbirths are referred to as options 1. Pregnancies terminated due to hormonal imbalance. 2. Voluntary termination of pregnancy. 3. Birth of a dead child. 4. Implantation of embryo at site other than uterus. Let's know the meaning, that means the exact meaning of these sentences. So in these options, voluntary termination of pregnancy is called MTP, medical termination of pregnancy. Birth of a dead child is called stillbirths. Implantation of embryo at site other than uterus is called ectopic pregnancy. So as for this information, the correct option is 3. Stillbirths are referred to as birth of a dead child. Question number 15. Emergency contraceptive can be used within how much period to prevent conception? Options 1. 21 days. 2. 72 days. 3. 3 to 5 days. 4. 78 days. So let's know about the information of this emergency contraceptive. So there are two methods of emergency contraceptives. The first method, emergency contraceptive pills. So this emergency contraceptive pills taken within 3 days or 72 hours after unprotected sex. And second method, emergency contraceptive method, is using copper IUD or copper releasing intrauterine device. It is also a emergency contraceptive. So it prevent pregnancy if inserted within 5 days or 120 hours after unprotected sex. So because the implantation, this IUD prevent implantation. So that's why the implantation is occurred 7th to 8th day after fertilization. So that's why 5th day within 5 days if it is inserted, then it prevent the pregnancy. So this is information about the emergency contraceptive. As for question here, it is how much period to prevent conception. Conception means to become pregnant. So that is it requires 3 days. Here 21 days, not answer. 76, not answer. 78 days, but 3 days, it is the correct answer. It is a contraceptive pills. So during emergency contraceptive, if pills are taken within 3 days, it prevent the conception, pregnancy. So correct answer is 3 days. That is option 3. Question number 16. Protein which plays a significant role in aging is options 1. Myosin. 2. Collagen. 3. Elastin. 4. Actin. So for this question, we need to refer question number 5. There we are given the role in aging. Significant role plays in aging. We are given the information already in question number 5. So let's see that information again. Aging of skin results in skin becomes rough, the loss of elastic tissue in the skin with the age, Skin becomes more transparent by thinning of epidermis. Skin becomes more fragile. So as per this information, protein which play a significant role in aging is elastin protein. So the correct answer is 3, elastin protein. And here myosin and actin are the proteins which are present. That is myosin and actin. That proteins we are studied in structure of muscle, present in muscles. So actin fibers and myosin fibers, they will give the stripes on the muscles. So collagen is also a protein present in the muscles. Among all these proteins, elastin play a significant role in the aging. Question number 17. Maximum growth rate occurs in options: stationary phase, 2, lag phase, 3, exponential phase, 4, senescent phase. So let's observe the graph regarding this question. So now this graph we can observe in the chapter number 15, that is plant growth. In plant growth and development, we will observe this graph. So this graph represent the geometrical growth. It represent geometrical growth rate, and there is one more graph we are also observed, that is arithmetic growth rate. So in arithmetic growth rate, the graph appears like this. So this is x-axis, and in y-axis, in arithmetic growth, the population increases continuously without any deviation. So it is a arithmetic growth graph, and it is geometrical growth. So in this geometrical growth, the initially the number of individuals are less. That phase is called as lag phase, and the numbers are undergo reproduction, and their number is increases, and it will continue. So, and as long as the availability of space as well as nutrients, the number of individuals are increases, that phase is called as exponential phase. So at a particular point, the space as well as nutrients start to decline, or maybe availability is less, then it become the growth, the increasing the number of individuals becomes slow down, that we will call as the decelerating phase. So exponential growth is the accelerating phase, and here the slow growth, it is a decelerating phase because of unavailability or less availability of nutrients as well as space. As a result, the individual's growth rate becomes stabilized, that we will call as the stationary phase. So the growth rate, population growth rate, it is initially due to less number, that we will call as lag phase. Due to availability of nutrients and space, the number of individuals are increased enormously. That phase we will call as exponential phase. And at particular point, the availability of nutrients as well as space starts to decline. That we will call as decelerate phase or maybe slow growth rate. And then the increasing that individual number becomes stabilized, that we will call as the stationary phase. So as per this question, the maximum growth rate occurs in which of the stationary? In the stationary phase, the population growth is stabilized. Growth rate is stabilized. Lag phase, the number of individuals are very low at this lag phase. Exponential. So the number of individuals are increases enormously due to availability of nutrients and space. Senescence phase, that means the decreasing of the nutrients and all, the number of individuals are decreasing, start to decrease, and it becomes stabilized. So as per this question, the correct answer, the maximum growth rate occurs in exponential phase. So the correct answer is option 3. Question number 18. Which is the correct example of the type of regeneration out of the two major types? Options: 1. Morphallaxis, healing of wound in the skin. 2. Epimorphosis, replacement of old and dead erythrocytes by the new ones. 3. Morphallaxis, regeneration of two transversely cut equal pieces of one hydra into two small hydras. 4. Epimorphosis, regeneration of crushed and filtered out species of planaria into as many new planarians. So first let's know the definition of these two, epimorphosis and morphallaxis. So these two words only given in these options. First of all, let's know the exact definitions of these two words. So first one, morphallaxis, the regeneration of existing body tissue is called as morphallaxis. And epimorphosis, it is defined as the regeneration of a specific part of an organism. So now, as per these definitions, the correct option is regeneration of two transversely cut equal pieces of one hydra into two small hydras, that is regeneration of existing body tissue. Morphallaxis, that is the exact definition. So correct answer is option 3. Question number 19. Programmed cell death is options: 1. Autotomy. 2. Cell lysis. 3. Apoptosis. 4. None of the above. So first, let's know the definitions of these terms. Autotomy, the intentional shedding of a body part. Example, lizard. Intentionally, it sheds its tail. Cell lysis, breakdown of a cell is called as cell lysis. Apoptosis, programmed cell death. So as per question, programmed cell death is called apoptosis. So correct answer is option 3. Question number 20. Which has an explosive impact on the growth of population? Options: 1. Contraceptive devices. 2. Increased health facilities. 3. Better living conditions. 4. Both second and third options. Let's see. Increased health facility leads to decrease in mortality of the mother as well as child. And better living conditions also prevent the causing of various diseases. These two explosive impact on the growth of population. That means these two reasons or impact on explosive, that means increasing on the growth of populations. Hence, the answer is option 4. Both increased health facilities and better living conditions are the reasons for explosive growth of population in the world. Question number 21. Which of the following is incorrect for the given figure? Options: 1. It covers the vagina and cervix. 2. It protects the user from contracting STDs and AIDS. 3. It gives privacy to the user. 4. This barrier is reusable. So first of all, what does this diagram? So this figure represent female condom, and this female condom helps to cover the vagina and cervix, and it also protects the user from contracting sexually transmitted diseases and AIDS, and it gives privacy to the user, and it is not reusable, but in option it is given reusable. That is incorrect. So female condom or male condom, condoms are not reusable, they are disposable. So the correct answer is option 4. Question number 22. Which of the following contraceptive device acts as a physical barriers for sperm entry and placed to cover the cervical region? Options: 1. Cervical caps. 2. Vaults. 3. Diaphragms. 4. All of the above. Cervical caps, vaults, and diaphragm are barrier methods used to cover cervical region, and they prevent sperm entry. So therefore, cervical caps, vaults, and diaphragms all are helpful to prevent entry of the sperm, and they cover the cervical region. So the answer is option 4, all of the above. Thank you, students. We will continue remaining bits in the next part.